Hey folks, Chris here. It's been a while since I've done a general overall update video about the state of things in a while, and I've got a lot of plans for the rest of the year and just the future in general, and figured that this is a better time than any to talk about this because I'm celebrating 12 years of doing Curblogs on my YouTube channel for all this time since 2013. So I've got a whole lot of things to talk about. I'll start off with the first kind of major change that's going to be happening. So for those of you who are probably newer subscribers to my YouTube channel or found me from Instagram or TikTok, Curblogs were effectively these simple little podcasty videos that I've been doing for about 12 years. They were a simple way for me to do very consistent content on my YouTube channel. There was a time where literally I was doing them almost every other day for a while. I've done close to 500 of them over the course of about 12 years or so. And they've been a lot of fun to make, and they were relatively simple to put out, and people seem to really enjoy them. There was a time where they actually got a pretty fair amount of views and became a fairly sustainable thing for me to put out there as a consistent bit of content. But that has changed. One of the things that I started doing in the last probably 2 or 3 years or so since I started a Patreon is I made suggestions for Curblog topics into a monthly reward for people who would donate $3 or more every month. And I would do at least one Curblog per month about one of those community voted topics. However, I've made the decision as of this month that I'm going to be not quite full-on retiring them, but not having them be a consistent type of content on my YouTube channel anymore going forward for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, just to be very blunt, they're not doing that well. They haven't been doing that well for a really long time. Back in the day, sometimes they would get like, in at least the 5-digit range in terms of views, but now I'm lucky if any Curblog that I ever do gets like even close to 1,000 views anymore. One of the other big reasons that I've noticed as of late is that even my highest paying patrons, my $10 members who are in part of my Discord server, they haven't even been able to come up with any ideas. They've been like kind of struggling to even think of stuff because it's just like not that exciting of a prospect anymore. So, I figured at this point, it doesn't seem like there's not much purpose to me making this into another commitment, even as simplistic as they are to make. If it's not content that is serving myself and it's not content that's really exciting my actual viewers, then there really doesn't seem like there's that much point to, doing these on even a monthly basis anymore. However, I say that I'm not fully retiring them because I'm going to make them a little bit more of like a biz casual thing, like whenever I feel like it. For example, Stranger Things is coming to an end before the end of the year. I might do a Curblog about my thoughts about the final season of Stranger Things, or maybe like next year when the Mario Galaxy movie comes out. Or most importantly, and I've still been doing these whenever I can get a guest, and I've been really enjoying them, but doing interviews with other people. Most recently, I've been doing a lot of interviews with other voiceover actors, but sometimes with other people in general, like just little guests to have on to talk about various topics and whatever. Like, I still want to do them, but they're no longer going to be a consistent form of content. One of the other big reasons as to why I'm discontinuing doing them in the way that they have is, as you guys have probably noticed, since I've kind of come back to the world as of earlier this year, I've been getting really big into making shorts. And that has given me a whole new life in terms of my social media following and my ability to make a living doing this kind of stuff. In fact, the last few months alone, I've been doing videos almost every single day, sometimes multiple a day, and also doing, like TikTok lives, and stuff like that, which has been helping to grow my audience. I've been these days mostly focusing on obviously my YouTube first and foremost, and TikTok and Instagram kind of secondarily. And the shorts have been doing great for me. And the other kind of reality, this is the other thing related to, kind of not doing Curblogs as consistent anymore, is as of right now in November of 2025, I have no other freelance work that's happening right now. I have had some voiceover jobs. In fact, I was lucky to have like a good 4 or 5 new projects that I worked on in the last couple months alone, which have been fantastic, and those will all be coming out soon. Some of them are already out, and I've been making announcement videos about that, as a matter of fact. But it's not consistent enough for me to be able to make a full living off of. I'm trying to see about doing more convention appearances, but that's a whole world that is dictated by relevancy and Funko Pops and, let the right connections to people. So I'm certainly trying, because people have been asking me, oh, we'd love to meet you at a convention, and I want to get back to doing that, but it's just not been like popping off the way it has for a lot of my colleagues. Maybe that'll change for next year. I'm hoping, perhaps. But in the meantime, I'm doing anything that I can to just be able to make a living. And doing shorts has been a huge help in terms of just being able to make more ad revenue on my channel. So I've decided to primarily focus in terms of consistent content instead of doing curb logs on doing shorts every day. And people have been responding to that even before even announcing this. I mean, like, the numbers don't lie. Like, people have been enjoying that type of stuff a lot more than my podcasty stuff. But again, they're not going away forever. I'm not like quitting doing them for the rest of my life. But that is a major change that's going to happen. However, you might be wondering if perhaps you're already a Patreon, a member of mine, or want to become a patron or otherwise. Previously, the $3 tier on my Patreon allows you to vote on and suggest a curblog topic for the month. And obviously, if I'm not going to be doing that as a monthly reward anymore, what am I going to be swapping that out to? Well, thankfully, my hand has recovered enough that I do feel comfortable with being able to commit to this again. I am changing as of the end of this month. It's going to be, from now on, the $3 patron tier is going to be changed to a $5 Patreon tier. And the reward for that is going to be, you'll be entered into a monthly raffle where one of you will get a free sketch drawing from me that looks a little something like this. Because this is something that I feel I can commit to that will not hurt my hands. I can do this on a monthly basis. So that will, going forward, be a new way that you guys can support me if you feel so inclined, and if you would be interested in getting a personalized character drawing from me. So that's something that I'm excited to launch, like, literally as of the end of this month. Yeah, so that's going to be a major change. But fret not, that does not mean, just because I am primarily focusing on doing shorts in terms of consistent, YouTube stuff and yada yada yada, that doesn't mean that I'm giving up, most importantly, my bigger, larger scale projects, the longer form content that, has always been of more importance to me, even before I was doing stuff on YouTube, even back in my Newgrounds days. So that said, I'm going to show you guys a few previews of a couple different things that I'm working on.
That's right, folks. One last challenge. 1,000 points or bust. Can you do it?
Clap and cheer, smile and scream. Entertainment on your screen. Stamp your feet to the beat. Hey, folks, you're in for a treat. Pull the strings and make it ring until your heart begins to sing. No more reason, only rhyme. Ready, folks? It's TV time!
I am doing a cover of It's TV Time! With the lyrics originally written by Juno Songs, using an awesome instrumental by Aaron. I am waiting for a good buddy of mine to finish mastering it, and then I'm going to be doing some graphics and maybe some little light animations to go with it for a video. I had so much fun doing all this Deltarune stuff, the fan dubs and animations and everything, and people really liked my performance as 10 after the fan dubs that I did earlier this year, so I thought, hey, this would be a fun little musical project to do. Speaking of musical projects, I'm going to have a proper announcement about this probably towards the very end of the year, but I am remaking an old classic that people have been absolutely demanding that I do for the last 2 years. Yes, I am in fact going to be remaking Super Mario RPG Waltz of the Forest, the second of the trilogy of Mario RPG music videos that I have animated the past almost 20 years, believe it or not. I'm working with some new musical artists on this version that I'm very excited to announce. I'm waiting for the instrumental to be finished before I start recording the new vocals as well. And in the meantime, I've been working on the updated visuals. This has actually been a relatively simple project, like more than I expected it to be. Because I went in like kind of going back and forth and like, how difficult would it be to do it at this point? But using the original version kind of as a base to redo the animation, it's actually been relatively simple. So I've been doing a little bit of work on this every day for the last like few weeks, and I've gotten decently far with it, so it'll be ready for next year for the 30th anniversary of Super Mario RPG, the original Super Nintendo version. I don't know if I'll put it out in March or May, which are the Japanese and American release date anniversaries, respectively. But I'll figure that out when time comes. Also, another animation project, a little small-scale one, and speaking earlier about the Deltarune stuff,
You said I could trust you! You said you were a gamer!
Apparently, Chapter 2 just lends itself really well to doing funny animations for. So, yeah, that might be something. I don't know if it'll be before the year is up or not, depending. But I am going to be doing a short little animated bit of another Birdly moment, this time with Queen, of course. So look forward to that. And I have another Reagan music-related thing that originally I was just going to put out as like a song with just a little simple image, and then I was highly encouraged to animate it because it could do quite well. I hope I don't regret this, but... yeah, I'll get to that when I get to it. It's, Minecraft never goes out of style, so I guess that's not imminently, related to anything, any kind of particular deadline or whatever, but that's something that'll come up. So yeah, thankfully I've been recovered enough. I am being careful with my hand after my surgery a couple months ago, but I am still working on new animation projects, many of which I'm very, very excited, the most of which... the biggest one that I'm the most excited about, and I am continuing to storyboard on it. It's going to be a slow burn working on this one, but I am, as a matter of fact, working on my magnum opus. Come on!
I'm going! This place had better be as good as you saw. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's perfect, huh?
Dude, give me a break! You could have deflected that easy.
What? I was distracted and it was a cheap shot.
Shut up! Nope, no excuses. Any bad guy you meet can and will pull tricks 100 times worse than that, and you gotta be prepared. Now, if there was ever a time to not hold back, this is it. So, go ahead.
Okay, let's train.
Balancing act. I have been working finally for real. It's been in development for God knows how many decades at this point, but I've been working for real on the actual pre-production of it for the last 2 years or so. I hate storyboarding a lot, so I've been like forcing myself to board to the best of my ability. I've been changing up my process a little bit and tweaking away at it, every day here and there. But I've got some kind of internal goals of what I want to meet by the end of the year in terms of boarding the first, full act of it. I imagine this is going to be, the finished product is probably going to be like a 2-hour feature film. And the first act is maybe like 30 to 40 minutes or so, give or take. We'll see how it all times out and everything. I'm not super worrying about that necessarily, but yeah, that is underway. I do also plan on eventually doing probably multiple crowdfunding campaigns where you'll be able to donate to get your own original characters in the movie, just like I have with the Tome web series and video game. I'll have more details about that. I want to eventually do a future video asking for kind of community feedback about like prices in terms of like what would be a fair thing to charge for people to get background characters or fully animated guest characters and things like that, just like I did with the game as well. So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of irons in the fire. This is just, this is a result of me trying to stay as productive as humanly possible while my industry professional work has been dry as a bone. I am very grateful that I've been getting back into doing voiceover again. The last couple projects I've worked on have been so much fun. With like Off the Grid and Verho. I just did a Christmas special for the first time, like a week or two before I recorded this video. And, taking good care of my health and just trying to figure out a bunch of things. Next year's going to be interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on with just my life in general. But I'm hoping that there will be some good stuff in store, and I want to continue to produce new cool stuff for you guys. The growth that I've had on all of my channels has been fantastic. Like, to all of you guys who are new around here, if you primarily know me from my funny little like rig and shitpost videos or whatever, like, hell yeah. And if this is like new stuff to you, of like, oh, you do other things, you create, you animate, like, yep, I've been doing this longer than I've been a voice actor. And you know, even with my slowed down physical ability, there's so much that I can do and so much that I want to do. And, you know, at the end of the day, I got to pay rent. So these are a bunch of different things that I've got going on. Once again, if you want to support me, patreon.com/Kerbifer. I've got this new incentive with the monthly drawing raffle and everything. And, you know, anytime, the couple times I've been doing streams, people who send super chats or, you know, TikTok gifts and stuff. Thank you to everybody. By the way, we got 115 of the Raccoon plushies sold through our partners at Gimme Swag. That's another thing. I'm hoping to do more merchandise. We'll see how that goes. So I'm just doing anything and everything that I can. But I really appreciate all of y'all being so supportive and, you know, wanting more cool stuff from me and being excited about the new stuff that I've got. I also do plan on doing more, like, game dubbing things. Me and Toxic Soul 77 and Germ Gen are hopefully going to get back to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door at some point. And we'll definitely be doing Deltarune Chapter 5 next year when that comes out. I might possibly be joining Jello Apocalypse for a game dubbing series that he's done with many of his friends. There's a possibility of that. I won't say what it is. But yeah, there's a lot of really, really cool stuff in the works, and I hope y'all are as excited about it as I am. And if there's more that I can be doing, if there's more that you all want to see that is realistically doable for me to give y'all, let me know. Thanks very much, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.